Good afternoon, everyone. You are welcome here at Frontland Eco Training Safari Live. We are starting our show here beautifully at Lover Dam. We witnessed quite a lot of elephant. I believe that also the baboons are coming in. It's one of the hot day around in the area. It's my first time ever being in the area and get to see this baboon coming down here. And we are live for the afternoon from myself, Rexon, and Owen behind the camera. We are looking for a great afternoon. We have this wonderful elephant. We had a lot of commission. Oh, because the baboons are getting chased by elephant from the other side. We have a lot of interaction of all different species. I don't know why this elephant suddenly they're like interacting with the baboon. I haven't seen this. Most of the time, these are the young males that really try to defend the water source at the moment. It's not yet in the middle of the dry season where water is getting scarce. That kind of a behavior you find elephant if water are so short around in the area, they tend to be like very much defending the water source in most cases. These elephants they come in numbers more than hundreds of elephant that comes here. And of course, don't really go far with us. If you do have questions and comment, you're welcome to send it through. And if you, I mean, like to send questions, comment, and we'll be able to really answer you back. It's a live interactive experience, and it is beautiful to have you for the afternoon in order to interact with us. Then we feel more comfortable and happy out here with this beautiful elephant. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. Of course, it is something that you would love to witness. Most of the elephant are more traveling to the north and to the west. There were like 150 elephants.
We have found a baby snake. Small puff adder. That concertinaed itself towards our vehicle. Nice and warm. Use a solar panel on a warm day like this, lots of energy. They can move quite quickly in these temperatures, but they generally move quite slowly. You see that straight line motion. They call that the concertina. Obviously we know the serpentine is the other common snake-like motion, and he was doing a little bit of that as we were trying to move out of his way. Concertina, also known as rectilinear, where the muscles in the body are undulating backwards, almost like a tank tread, pushing and propelling. And there we go. You see the serpentine motion start to kick in now as it finds cover. And then in to the thickets it goes. Go and look for a small bit of dinner. Well, that was splendid. Glad we didn't stand on it. He has hatched inside of Mum's belly some time ago, and he's on his own. It's on its own. I often say he. I don't mean to say he as if I know the sex of the young snake, but he is on his own, and they come out of the mother hatched. The eggs hatch inside, and they come out whole. Little snakes moving around, and they are venomous from the moment they come out, although they just don't have the same amount of venom that an adult would have, but still enough venom to cause you some serious discomfort.
Isn't that cool? Can you see the chelicerae? Oh goodness, I had a mouthful of spit when I said that. Chelicerae. There we go. Just in the front there. It's the fangs, essentially. If I lift it up like that, maybe you can see better. Can you see the fangs? Sorry, it's blowing in the wind. It's very, very light. How cool! So when a spider sheds, it does it in two halves. This is the front half. You can see it was probably a male spider. It's got nice big pedipalps. Those are the tiny looking leg-like things in the front near the chelicerae. And the second half would be somewhere else. I love this. Perfect item for my little collection of random things that I keep with me on safari.
On this side, I have broken off a little sprig that contains a lot of flowers right off the end of one of the very long branches. And I wanted to show you what it looks like close up because these flowers haven't fully opened yet. But in particular, I want to show you the shape of how they grow in these clusters of so many flowers together. Isn't that pretty? So each of those tiny little white things, each one is its own flower, but each group of flowers is growing on one stalk in a cluster. So there's lots of these little clusters everywhere. There's probably 50 clusters just on this one little branch. And it's looking absolutely gorgeous. Theodore, a species of plant would become protected if it is considered as vulnerable or endangered. So what that means is when we do all of the census work, when we go out and actually check how many plants are where, what species are where, how many are left, if a plant is classified on the IUCN Red List and becomes vulnerable or endangered, they will start protecting that tree species. It's usually in things like slow-growing tree species, something like a jackalberry tree, for example. We're quite lucky. We do tend to see them here. I'll show you one a little later when we can find one. We do tend to see them quite a lot, but they are actually a protected tree species. It's the moon. Wow, what a day, what a day. It's certainly been a day of very different conversation and certainly some of the smaller things. Very interesting with all of those dissections from Trish and conversations about courtship displays, a lot of birding, and hopefully you've enjoyed it all. A massive thank you for joining us for our sunset safari. What a day. Any day in the bush is a day well spent. So I'm very happy that you spent it with us. I hope that you choose to spend tomorrow with us as well for our sunrise safari. 6:30 a.m. Central African time. Let's hope that we are lucky tomorrow because I feel like it's going to be a good day. But it really has been an absolute pleasure and a very special thank you, especially to everyone that contributed to the conversation, that sent in some of these bird courtship displays and had those conversations, but also sent us down those mind-winding rabbit holes. We really appreciate it. Good night, everyone.